we are getting into this squad, the first time since last year. I think going forward, everything should be in place so we can get a chance to put in a couple of practice sessions before the game start. That's number one. If you expose players to a facility that, they are not used to, this is a great flaw. If you expose players for the first time in a facility they are not used to, you're going to get all those things. We took so long to get into rhythm. We are struggling to shoot the basketball. And our style of play is to shoot the basketball a lot. So we had to make a lot of adjustment, but by then, the game was almost going out of hand and it took us a while, to settle. But by then, those guys are there. I am proud of how those girls play. That's the simple truth. We are coming to this tournament with about 7 or 8 players that have never been to this stage. Now, last year, we had an Nkem, who is arguably the best player you can have in Nigerian basketball, but we don't have her this year. Nkem left with half of, what we have as a team. Now, what we're trying to do now is rebuild. Now, I also want to make something clear. We have to shift. We have to shift from this, practice of having to put in a team a day or two before the league starts. We have to invest. We lost to this team, not because their talent level is better than us, but half of that team, or more than half, have been together for the past 3 years. All right? I could be wrong, but I think they've been together for the past 3 years, and that's the key. Now, every year we come down here, we have 5, 6 new players. And then how many days do we have to practice before we come down here? 2 or 3. That's not good enough. We have to shift from that, okay? In this league, more especially female basketball, you have to invest money and time. If you invest money, you don't invest time, you're not going to succeed. If you invest time, you don't put in the money, you're not going to succeed. Yes, we have a man out there that loves sport, that is investing money. But I'm sorry to say we didn't invest time. And the team that invests time and a little bit of money are always going to win. The practice of us putting in a team, within a short time and coming down here, even the gods are not going to favor us. There are teams that have been together for the past 5, 6 years playing this game. And you know how it is with female basketball. You just need to keep practicing and practicing and, get them to repeat a lot of things before they can pick it up really well. So I think we have to shift from there. Part of it is my fault as well. Half the time I wasn't even around when they were playing the first or 2 phases, I was in the national team. But if we started early, we would have been able to get to where we want to go. And most of the mistakes they make, you have to just give it to them. These are mistakes that you make in practice and make the correction. But how much practice did we have? That's the simple truth. So we need to start investing time and money. Time and money. And I'm sure, when I go back, I'm going to press and make sure the authority, we start doing the right thing. It's not just enough for us to put in money. If we put in that money, we're not being fair to ourselves if we don't put in the time to build the team to get them to this level. That's just it. So it has nothing to do with how they play today, and the mistake they make. No, they will make those mistakes. They're going to play badly. They're going to miss shots. Do you understand? Because, some of the mistakes they're making, I'm also seeing it the first time. And I'm realizing we could have done this thing much better. But did we have the time to do all that in practice? No, we didn't. So we got to invest time and money if we want to get to where we want to go.